You guys, the world is changing faster than ever. We're talking warp speed, like trying to hit a moving target while riding a rocket ship. Get this. By 2025, nearly 40% of the skills considered essential for success today will be obsolete. That's right, gone. Poof, vanished like yesterday's TikTok trend. You snooze, you lose in this game. The good news, you're here, you're listening, and that means you're already ahead of the curve. This video is your cheat code to mastering the essential business skills you need to not just survive, but absolutely dominate in 2025. We're diving deep, getting granular, no time wasters, just pure actionable insights to level up your game. Buckle up, because we're about to break down the walls of traditional thinking and rebuild your skill set for the future of business. Let's go. First up, digital literacy. Look, this isn't just about knowing how to post a TikTok or send an email. That's like knowing how to hold a basketball. It doesn't make you LeBron. This is about understanding the digital landscape, the tools, the platforms, the algorithms, the whole 9 yards. Think of it like this. If you want to win in business, you need to speak the language. Today, that language is digital. From social media marketing to data analytics, e-commerce to online communication, digital literacy is the foundation on which you build everything. Without it, you're flying blind, hoping to stumble upon success by chance. But here's the truth. Chance favors the prepared. So let's get you prepared to dominate the digital world. We're talking understanding how to leverage social media to build your brand, engage with your audience, and drive sales. We're talking about harnessing the power of data to make informed decisions and outmaneuver your competition. Let me give you an example. Remember that guy who started selling homemade candles on Etsy from his kitchen table? Fast forward 2 years, he's built a multi-million-dollar brand, all thanks to his digital savvy. He understood how to use social media to build a loyal following, how to leverage e-commerce platforms to reach a global audience, and how to analyze data to optimize his marketing and sales funnels. That's the power of digital literacy in action. And it's not just about starting your own business. Whether you're climbing the corporate ladder or freelancing your skills, digital literacy is non-negotiable. Companies across every industry are looking for talent that can navigate the digital world. So, no matter your aspirations, if you're serious about achieving success in 2025 and beyond, you need to invest in your digital literacy. Trust me, it's the best investment you'll ever make. Now you might be thinking, Gary, this all sounds great, but where do I even begin? Don't worry, I got you. Start by identifying your digital strengths and weaknesses. Are you a social media whiz but struggle with data analysis? Once you know your starting point, you can focus your learning on the areas where you need to level up. There are tons of free resources available online, from YouTube tutorials to blog posts to online courses. And don't be afraid to experiment. The best way to learn is by doing. Create a social media account for your brand. Build a basic website. Play around with different digital marketing tools. The key is to be consistent, to embrace the learning process, and to never stop experimenting. Remember, the digital landscape is constantly evolving, so you need to be ready to adapt and evolve with it. All right, let's talk about something that's often overlooked, but absolutely crucial for success in any field. Emotional intelligence. And no, this isn't about being all touchy-feely or crying at commercials. This is about understanding and managing your own emotions, as well as understanding the emotions of others. It's about building strong relationships, communicating effectively, and navigating the complexities of human interaction. Look, we're living in a world that's becoming increasingly automated, right? AI, robots, algorithms, they're all coming for our jobs. But you know what they can't replicate? Human connection, empathy, the ability to build trust and rapport. That's where emotional intelligence comes in. It's what sets us apart from the machines and allows us to thrive in a world that's constantly changing. Think about the best leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators you know. What do they all have in common? Sure, they're all incredibly smart and driven, but they also possess a high level of emotional intelligence. They understand how to motivate and inspire their teams, how to build strong relationships with clients and partners, and how to navigate conflict and challenges with grace and resilience. And let me tell you, in the fast-paced, high-pressure world of business, those skills are worth their weight in gold. Because at the end of the day, business is about people. It's about building relationships, creating value, and making a difference in the lives of others. And you can't do any of that effectively without a strong foundation in emotional intelligence. It's the secret sauce, the X factor that separates the good from the great. Now, the good news is that emotional intelligence is not something you're born with. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned and developed over time. It starts with self-awareness. Take the time to understand your own emotions, your triggers, your strengths, and your weaknesses. Once you have a better understanding of yourself, you can start to develop your ability to understand and empathize with others. Practice active listening. Pay attention to nonverbal cues and put yourself in other people's shoes. Remember, building strong relationships is like building any other skill. It takes time, effort, and consistent practice. But trust me, the rewards are well worth it. By investing in your emotional intelligence, you're not just setting yourself up for success in business, you're setting yourself up for a more fulfilling and meaningful life overall. Alright, let's get real, fam. We're talking about strategic thinking, the kind of mental judo that separates the hustlers from the dreamers. It's not about predicting the future, it's about creating it. You got to be playing chess, not checkers. Think 3 steps ahead, anticipate your competitor's next move, and always have a counter strategy locked and loaded. This is how you win in business, in life, in everything. Look, the business world is a dynamic, ever-changing landscape. You can't just react to every little change, you gotta be proactive. You need a game plan, a roadmap to success. That's where strategic thinking comes in. It's about identifying opportunities, assessing risks, and making calculated decisions that align with your overall goals. You gotta be agile, adaptable, and always thinking long-term. Listen, we're living in the age of instant gratification. Things move fast, and if you're stuck in analysis paralysis, you're gonna get left behind. You gotta be able to make decisions and make them quickly. Now, I'm not saying to rush into things blindly. You still need to gather information, analyze the situation, and consider your options. But you can't afford to overthink it. Sometimes you've just gotta trust your gut and go for it. The ability to make quick, informed decisions is crucial in today's fast-paced business environment. You snooze, you lose. Opportunities come and go in the blink of an eye, and if you're not ready to strike when the iron's hot, someone else will be. So, how do you develop this crucial skill? By practicing, that's how. Every decision you make, big or small, is an opportunity to hone your instincts and get comfortable with taking risks. Look, strategic thinking isn't some magical ability you're born with. It's a skill. And just like any other skill, you can develop it through practice and dedication. You gotta train your brain, push yourself outside your comfort zone. Start by setting clear goals. You can't get to where you're going if you don't know where you're headed. Once you have your destination in mind, you can start mapping out your route, identifying potential obstacles, and figuring out how to overcome them. Next, immerse yourself in information. Read books, listen to podcasts, follow industry leaders. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions. And most importantly, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is just a stepping stone to success. It's a chance to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. So get out there, take some risks, and start building your strategic thinking muscles today. Alright, let's talk digital marketing. And I'm not just talking about throwing up a Facebook ad and hoping for the best. This is about understanding the platforms, the algorithms, the mindset of the consumer. You need to be where your customers are. And guess what? They're living on their phones, scrolling through Instagram, going down TikTok rabbit holes. You need to be there too, providing value, engaging with them, building relationships. It's not enough to just exist online. You need to stand out. Create content that's so good, so valuable, so damn entertaining that people can't help but share it. Think about it. How many times have you seen a friend share a boring ad? Exactly. So step up your game, bring the energy, and make some noise in the digital space. Remember, fortune favors the bold. You with me? You hear me say it all the time, content is king. But let me tell you, engagement, that's the queen running the show behind the scenes. You could have the most epic, mind-blowing content out there, but if nobody's seeing it, engaging with it, sharing it, then what's the point? You gotta get people talking, commenting, sharing their thoughts. Ask questions, run polls, get your audience involved. The more engagement you have, the more the algorithm gods will reward you. Don't be afraid to show your personality, be authentic, be real. People connect with people, not faceless brands. Show them who you are, what you stand for, and why they should care. Remember, this is a two-way street. Engage back with your audience, respond to comments, show them you're listening. Building a community is key, my friends. Look, we're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall here and hoping something sticks. Digital marketing is all about data, baby. You've got to be tracking your metrics, analyzing what's working and ditching what's not. This isn't the dark ages. We've got tools for everything. Use them. Google Analytics, social media insights, email marketing platforms. They're all giving you valuable data that can help you refine your strategy and get better results. Don't be intimidated by the numbers. It's all about understanding what they mean and how you can use them to your advantage. Are your Instagram stories converting? Is your email open rate abysmal? Figure it out and adjust accordingly. Remember, data is your best friend. It'll tell you what your audience wants, what they respond to, and what you need to do to win in this digital game. So pay attention and let the numbers guide you. Alright, let's talk growth mindset. This isn't some fluffy self-help stuff. This is about understanding that you don't know everything and being okay with that. In fact, the more you realize you don't know, the more you're actually open to learning and growing. See, the world's changing faster than ever. What worked yesterday might be obsolete tomorrow. You've got to be adaptable, eager to learn new things, and willing to pivot when necessary. That's a growth mindset in action. Think about it. If you're stuck in your ways, afraid to try new things, how are you going to keep up? How are you going to innovate? How are you going to stay ahead of the curve? You won't. You'll be left behind, eating the dust of those who embrace the growth mindset. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn. Don't shy away from what you don't know. Dive in headfirst and prove to yourself that you're capable of anything you set your mind to. Let's talk about failure, baby. Yeah, that scary F word that most people try to avoid like the plague. But here's the thing. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to it. Every successful person you know has failed, probably multiple times. The difference is, they didn't let those failures define them. They used them as learning experiences, as fuel to work harder, to come back stronger and smarter. Think about it. If you never fail, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. You're not taking risks. You're playing it safe, and that's a recipe for mediocrity, not success. So embrace your failures, learn from them, and move on. Don't let them hold you back. Remember, every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back even stronger. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop growing. And in today's fast-paced world, standing still is the same as falling behind. You got to be a constant student, always looking for new information, new skills, new ways to level up. Read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses, attend conferences, surround yourself with people smarter than you. The world is your oyster, and there's an abundance of knowledge out there waiting to be consumed. Don't limit yourself to your industry either. Explore different fields, different perspectives. You never know where you'll find inspiration, or how seemingly unrelated knowledge can connect the dots in your own work. Remember, the learning never stops. Make it a lifelong pursuit, and you'll be amazed at the growth you experience both personally and professionally. Alright, my friends, we covered a lot of ground. From digital literacy and emotional intelligence, to strategic thinking, digital marketing, and that crucial growth mindset. These are the skills that will separate the winners from the wannabes in 2025 and beyond. But here's the thing, knowledge without action is useless. Don't just consume this information and move on. Take action. Choose one skill, the one that resonated with you the most, and commit to mastering it. Tell me in the comments which skill you're going to tackle first. And while you're at it, check out my videos where you can stay ahead of the game and smash your productivity and success goals. Let's do this.